Okay, so I've never played Sonic Mania before. I actually do really like the old school Sonic games, Sonic 1, 2, and 3. That's a very nice opening. I'm glad it opens with that. Makes me happy. Sonic 1, 2, and 3, Sonic and Knuckles are great. Sonic CD is not so great. And subsequent Sonic games after that have mostly been trash. Other than the Sonic Adventure games are pretty fun. Turn it down a little bit here. And I've heard this game is very close to the old school Sonic games, which is good. It's like, you know, Sonic doesn't age very well when it goes into 3D. No one's really figured out a way to turn this series 3D. Mario did. They made the Mario series, and then Nintendo just hits it out of the park with Mario 64 and makes an inspired game that's almost a different genre that plays very well. Why do audio problems even matter if you're going past the speed of sound? I'm gonna keep working on it. Just seems the base game is fairly loud. That should be better. Sonic as a series has a lot of, like, just fundamental philosophical problems, so... And it works much better as a 2D game, so I'm excited to see a more traditional game again. Yeah, this animation's super cool. It was like, does Sonic have one giant eyeball? Two pupils? Have we landed that it's Eggman, not Robotnik? Did we change our minds on that? I also love this style, man. 16-bit sprite art in like the Genesis and Super Nintendo era is like my favorite style of graphics, just period. I love pixel art. Love to see more games use it in general. Options, video, clean, ooh, that's cute. I think we'll turn that on for fun. Have scan lines. That's pretty awesome. Attention to detail. That's fine. What do you mean budget constraints? Mania mode. Oh, cool, I can switch who we play as. Well, I want to play as Knuckles. The kid in me says I should play as Knuckles, but... probably play as Sonic and Tails. You don't like the scan lines? I think they look nice. I can turn them off if they're bad. Whoa. Angel Island from Sonic 3. The music's actually kind of inspired by the sequence when you run into Knuckles, too. That's cool. Hey, Isaac. How's it going? Perfect timing. I just started. We're a little early because another game we beat early. Now, I've had good times with this series, too. Cool, we get Green Hill Zone again, that's nice. One of my greatest regrets was when I was a kid, we visited Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. We went to Nickelodeon, and we went to a taping of Nick Arcade, and I had the chance to play, but I wussed out because I was afraid of being on stage. And they were playing Sonic 3. It may have actually been Sonic and Knuckles. It was the Sonic 3 levels. And the goal was just collect as many rings as you could. And the two kids that got up there were garbage. Oh my god, they were so bad. Like, it wasn't even... Like, I'm not particularly good at collecting rings, but I, like, know how to play video games, and they really didn't. Hey, it's my favorite... This is my favorite minigame. It's so stupid. Alright. And it works the same way. You can surround and get rings. I played the original Sonic 3 for years, over and over, without realizing that you could turn those into rings by going around them like that. This is great. I'm very happy right now. This game is really cool. I had this on my short list for the voting spreadsheet. Short wish list. This one's literally the same stage, like the layout's identical. Not to scope it. That's cool. If they do more of them later that are inspired by this layout without being exactly the same, that'd be nice. Do you just get progressively faster and faster as this bonus stage goes on, or is it based on how many spheres you've collected so far? First try. I thought that opening animation was awesome. Time base up to a maximum speed. Okay, so if you're faster at selecting them and then you don't have to deal with it getting faster on you. Excuse me. Oh shit, I was looking at my preview window for a second there. Hold on, I'm gonna try to fix something with the capture card. Bear with me 1 second. I'm having a weird thing today where it's like not consistently showing in 60 frames per second, even though that's what I've set it to. Let's see if that fixes it. That's better. Hey, classic power-ups too. What's Sonic's new ability? Nothing terribly important up there. I'm technically always going faster. Deep shower thoughts. Oh yeah, this thing draws nearby rings to you too. No, what's a drop dash? Is it something that Sonic can just always passively do, or? Hey! Secret level. Whoa! Catch the UFO. Okay. These things give me a speed up, maybe? This is neat. Oh, and rings are my time limit. Okay. So these things increase my speed. I gotta use the D-pad. I don't want to stick as trash for this level. Mach 2. Okay, I see. That's a cool mini game. I like the shitty 3D too, right? It's very reminiscent of the Genesis and like Sega CD era. Sonic's, the back of his head is a lot of polygons. Hey, first try. Oh, the scan lines are making you nauseous? Alright, I'll fix it in a second. See if it gives me a chance to change settings here. How does this game save? Does it just save at the end of the stages? I guess I'll beat the level and then turn it off. Oh, you think the scaling on stream is making the scan lines look bad? Okay, I'll fix it. I guess it looks good on my screen, but... 1 sec, guys. Saves per zone. Okay, so after I beat this boss, I can reload and turn them off. Actually a pretty good boss. Sonic bosses are usually pretty underwhelming. Tails, you're really failing over here, buddy. I'm not gonna end with all my rupees. As a brief moment of invincibility. I can't just do this indefinitely, right? Oh, it has to be a whole zone? Well, I guess I beat the level in like 3 minutes. Now, will I lose the Chaos Emerald that I got too? If I quit the menu here? I don't mind as long as I don't have to do the Chaos Emerald again. Okay. I won't then. We'll wait until I finish the stage. It's cool they added that feature though. It does actually look good on the screen here. Is that a seizure? Fair enough. No, it's okay. You just know I'm obsessed with making the stream look as good as possible, and I forgot about the fact that the scaling would screw with the scan lines. I'll have to remember that if we do something that requires the frame meister on stream, because I had scan lines on for that because it looks good on the TV, but it would probably look bad on stream. It saves after the special stage? Oh, okay. Well, I'll still finish Act 2 just to be 100% sure. The analog stick actually kind of feels easier for these stages for some reason. I don't really... Oh, shit! Whoops. I didn't have it on for Ratchet and Clank. I actually just recently turned it on for the Super Famicom. I was like, oh, I think I'll keep this on. Oh, that's cool. So the fire burned that. Woo! Gotta go fast. The way you get the blue sphere minigame is to have 50 rings when you get to a save point. Is that how it works? Or a checkpoint for the level? There's one. I guess not necessarily 50, but... What's wrong with blue sphere? What's the reward for this? You don't get Chaos Emeralds for this one, do you? You only get it for doing the new racing game? The giant ring secrets? Oh, it gives you 25 rings? Oh, okay. I won't mess with it next time then. Yeah. Well, it was cool the first time. I'm glad they included it for someone that wants the flashback. I've got a replacement Joy-Con if I need it. Oops, well, so much for that. You get a Chaos Emerald for doing the real bonus stage, it sounds like, but not for these ones. Feels like there's just lots of different routes on the stage, right? Was this volume of different routes in the original game? Whoa! Alright, I think I can fight him right now. Maybe from up here I can. Okay, oops. I walked into that one. Can I climb on that? Probably. Target me down here, buddy. Remember there being multiple routes, it just seems like it's pretty crazy how much you can do in this one. Maybe that you can't actually climb on that, I have to jump from here. Yeah, I'm digging the bosses so far. I've always associated Sonic with pretty bad boss design for the most part. Alright. Tails got, like, locked in his body and did a bunch of damage for me. Cool. 24-hour Blue Sphere stream. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You plug Sonic 1 into Sonic and Knuckles and get random Blue Sphere levels. Still thought that was the coolest thing when I was a kid. Cool. The level designers for this are like fans of the Sonic series, right? That Sega actually hired. Hey, I love this sound and its song. Nice. Hold on, we're gonna listen more to Chemical Plant Zone in a second. Let me go turn off scan lines real quick. Super Peel Out from Sonic CD. Okay. Well, I think that's what's like. Sonic games are meant to be appreciated when you watch somebody else speedrunning it perfectly. Like, they work really well until suddenly they don't, which is when, and that's basically my complaint with them, that the basic philosophy of a Sonic game breaks down once you need to do complicated platforming. Thanks. Yeah, when you're not dealing with the scaling on stream, the scan lines help to, like... oh shit, that's how that works, my bad. Scan lines help to conceal the sharp edges of the individual pixels, but it still looks great. This is my favorite Sonic song. I have to think about it. So far, I'd heard this game has some like brand new levels, but there's 2 levels in a row that are from classic Sonic games. Be cool if it's a mix of the 2. It's a blue ring. Blue rings? Oh, is it like a ring shield? Like if I take damage now, I won't lose my rings? Maybe it does something else, who knows. Try this again without dying. Oh god. Oh god. I had that sound removed from my brain. Okay. Oh, my Joy-Con's dead. I'm like, why is he not jumping? Hold on, I'm gonna switch to a Pro Controller. Apologies. Or maybe find different Joy-Con. Thought maybe the low battery indicator would give me a little bit more time, but no dice. The Joy-Cons can be comfortable sometimes, but... Oh, whoops. That's right. That's the confirm button on here. Hey, it's player 1. Here we go. Hands are too big for them to be comfortable. It'd be nice if they made a larger model of the Joy-Cons, because like the concept of having your hands separated can be really, really nice for playing games. Like it's as much of an improvement, given that they fit pretty well in my hands, as like a controller is over a mouse and keyboard for comfort. Okay, now I can jump and not stand directly on the spikes. Woo! I like some of the cool remix stuff they had these stages. It's not exactly the same as Chemical Plant Zone. They had some new features that are consistent with the original game. Yeah, Wii controllers are kind of a similar concept, right? Where you can have the nunchucks separate. Sure, how does a drop dash work? Whoa, whoops. Is it like his homing attack, maybe? Like how it seemed like when in Zone 1, like Act 1 was a pretty close recreation with a little bit of changes of the original Green Hill Zone, and then Act 2, oh god, was more of a remix, adding a lot more features, so hopefully it'll be the same here. Jump and press and hold until you hit the ground. Press and hold what till I hit the ground? Whoops. Let's go this way. Right. Dang it, Bobby. Oh god, I'm gonna drown. I feel like I was tempted to make the drowning song my alarm in the morning because it like gives me an adrenaline heart attack. God. Oh god. Oh god. I was already going too... Ugh. Oh, it hurts. Okay. Basically, it makes you go straight into a dash after you land from a jump. Is that what it is? Oh, that's cool. Thank you. I see now. So, for me, it is... That was one of the first things... Like, it's not really a thing anymore because we're all on the internet and we all experience games communally these days, but there was this really amazing feeling, the does anybody else feeling of first getting on the internet and communicating with other gamers and finding out that all of these experiences were, like, organically shared, like being really stressed out by the drowning music in Sonic, or misunderstanding what certain sprites were supposed to represent in certain games. Other people hate water levels as much as you do, right? Yeah, and I feel like, you know, as Xennials, like people that grew up analog and then saw everything become digital afterward are going to be the only people that are ever going to have that experience. Not that it's, you know, a perfect experience. Oh, that's a cool concept. So you put the little injector and then you don't stick it in the water anymore. Oh, what does a green do? It's a cool way to teach us. Makes you jump super high. Nice. That's awesome. It's pretty good conveyance. Now it's a remix of the Chemical song. Oh, and we stick to the wall. It fits. That's cool. Anyway, just this concept of, like, not realizing until a decade later that there's this entire group of people that felt exactly the same way you did about something that was a very private, personal experience at first. Like, it went from being private to being very communal in a way that I think is different than just, oh, you get watched the same movie as me, what did you think about this scene? It's like when you're playing a video game, you're directing the experience in a lot of ways, so your feelings and reactions to it are a little bit more interesting than just how did a movie make you feel when the director's a lot more in control of what's happening. Hey Leah, what's screwing? How are you? Nostalgia funneling. Bouncy bubble. Hey, weekend hype. I really like that mechanic. It's really cool. It's a nice way to be inspired by Chemical Plant Zone without doing exactly what Chemical Plant Zone did. This game is great so far. Go. Sweet. And it's hard to define any lately. Sometimes now I'm wondering, like, how many of these are experience I actually have where I've heard people talk about them now, so it's like I identify with the meme, but I didn't actually have it privately and personally when I played it for the first time. A lot of people like connected with Spoony Bard, even though it's just kind of a random one-off localization at a time when no one was really thinking about localization. Like, I don't even think I knew as a kid that the Final Fantasy series was Japanese. I just assumed all video games were made in the West. I didn't know any better. That's just a weird thing to say about a bard. Hey. Let's use the D-pad. The analog stick is trash for this level. I really like the design of this stage. It's very clever. I like trying to get things that increase your time limit versus things that make you run faster. And I like how the first stage had no threats. And now we have these spike balls. Now, am I always gaining on it the longer I survive in the stage, or do I have to like follow it down the right path and it can lose me a little bit if I don't turn at the right time? Hey! Yeah, Chemical Plant Zone, and I kind of feel lost in this zone too. It's because the game makes you go left and right all the time. It seems like the design of this game is set up so that it's very hard to accidentally backtrack. But yeah, I have no idea where I am in relation to where I started the stage, spatially or otherwise. We don't know for sure that there's ever going to be a Switch Virtual Console. It's just the way that they announce the online suggests that it's not going to be one of the first things they launch. I'm just going to kill myself since this is kind of pointless. It was cool the first time. Oh, cool. Shit. Yo. What? No way. Wait, so how does this work? Probably match colors, right? It is match colors, alright. Right on. How many, though, is the question. Okay, it looks like maybe 4 or more. Oh, it's like Dr. Mario, I drop evil shit on him when I succeed. What a cool idea for a boss fight! In a series that's usually so bad at boss fights. Uninspired, at least. Okay, 4 or more, for sure. Got it. That's awesome. Dr. Mario. I haven't played Mean Bean Machine, no. Oh, is that what it's inspired by? Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine? I like that they don't have to connect on straight lines. It's a nice twist on the genre. Oh, I screwed that up. That's okay. I might get a chance to fix it later. I'm gonna fit in a green. Oh, that's right. They drop if they're not connected. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. That's too cool, though. I'm a big fan. Oops. No, that's okay. We'll still connect. Oh, and if it touches one of the evil things, it destroys them from the enemy's side. Right on. Whoa! Can you not do that next time, buddy? The music is like super intense too. Now, does it just clear all of the adjacent black jellies when you clear a line? I think it's based on just raw adjacency. Maybe it is just adjacent. Oh, you... 1 hour on the timer, yeah. Speedrunners probably hate that boss. I bet they do. That's really great, though. Very cool. Studiopolis. Whoa! The colors are awesome. Oh, that's cool in the background there. Hey, it's a secret. Always go left. Donkey Kong Country taught me that. This is a brand new stage. I like the classic. Oh man, that sound effect takes me back to being like 9 years old and playing Sonic 3. What year did Sonic 3 come out? Casino Night Zone. This stage is super cool so far. Oh, thanks, Leah. Appreciate that. Should be able to turn on the notification. '94. Okay, so I was 11 years old when Sonic 3 came out. This track is dope. Won't do that too much because I'm out of sync with the game and it would be annoying for y'all to hear. But I'll be humming it in my head. Is this like the dope track from Sonic Mania? This is pretty sweet. Oh, thanks, Leah. That's awesome. Looking out. If you can't get it to play the thing, I can play it manually here in a second, but there should be a thing after you've subscribed that lets you notify a stream. Now make sure you're queued up for the next sub-block, Leah. No, no worries. Here, I'll hit it. Oops, okay, I see how this guy works now. T. Lopez is the composer?
You're super awesome.
I love that. That melody is just like really sweet. This is what I feel like we're missing from a lot of video game music. I mean, there's still plenty of indie developers that are doing the heavy melody focus that I grew up with. Oh, that's cool. It's like a director's chair. We had Sonic remixes before this. Man, major props to Sega. They're doing it right, bringing this team on for this game. It's been really successful too, right? Like, it got really good Metacritic scores and I hope sold very well. This is a great game to have on your Switch, too. I don't want this stage to end just because the track is so dope. Yeah, this is pretty awesome. It's like 20 bucks on the Switch. Pretty good deal. Looks like it has a lot of extra content too for when you finish it. Make sure I merge the totals on them. How'd you lose them? Oh shit. Hey, 100 rupee, or 100 rings. Alright. Woo! I want to hear the other song again. Oh, bummer. Well, if you're able to swap them, I can always move stuff around on my end on the bot. That's cool. I love these, like, Robotnik minions. Okay, don't touch the red missiles. Got it. This is probably a runaway boss fight, for now at least. It doesn't look like I can damage them. This reminds me of Gunstar Heroes with the art. Like a treasure game. Looks super good. Shit. I think I'm supposed to jump on the missiles, the blue ones. Let's try again. Drop dash is useful. Keep moving, I guess. I need to figure out the actual mechanic first. Oh, I see. So the shiny part's the part that I can hit and knock towards him. Okay, I thought I was supposed to jump on it. That makes more sense. Yeah, that's fine. You could do Super Metroid again if you wanted. Don't jump on the back of it. Got it. Like it gives you a preview of how they're going to be laid out when they come at you. That's pretty cool. Hey. Oh, thanks, sir. Yeah, it's not a big deal. If I get stuck, I'll ask for help. Thanks for the heads up about the drop dash mechanic, though. I didn't know that was a thing. Wouldn't have tried it otherwise. Hey, first try. This is a really good Metroid Prime collection for the original Wii. Metroid Prime Trilogy. Studiopolis Zone 2. Oh, that's cool. The Egg TV in the background. It's like they do a remix of their own song. It's pretty great. I'd probably emulate it at this point. Like, the Dolphins are really efficient emulator for most things. What? Lotto? That's cool. Right on. That's cool. This is gonna be stuck in my head for a while. I like the new Sonic is running really fast animation with his shoes. It's cool looking. Sonic Spinball. I need to beat Sonic Spinball one day. I was one of the few Genesis games that I owned as a kid, and I never beat it because it was super hard. I think I got to like the 3rd world at one point. I'd probably have to cheat, and by cheat I mean just like create a save state at the beginning of each level, so I didn't have to start all the way from the beginning if I died in like World 3. That's going to be my approach to older games with more punishing game over conditions, is play it normally, but at the beginning of stages, save state, just so it doesn't take forever. Space Cadet. Played a lot of Space Cadet. I had this typing class that I had to take in high school, but I already typed 120 words per minute. So I was always done with the assignments, like, within the first 5 minutes of class. Oh, I see, I'm supposed to run on them. Got it. So I would just sit and play Space Cadet the whole time. That's cool. Oh, this level's great. I actually kind of wish there were more levels like this. I mean, the retro callback stuff is really neat, but maybe they'll make another Sonic Mania that's just all original content now that they've done the proof of concept. It's like the Force Awakens dream, right? Alright, now they've established they know what they're doing with the franchise. Let them do their own thing. Not that the retro levels were bad, they were still quite good. Oh, shit. That's too bad. Oh my god. Tails. Can I force Tails to fly? How does it work? It's a button I press? I haven't played Sonic 2 in a minute. Alright, we can also just do that. That's fine. Woo! I think we gotta go into this little loop thing here. Hey. Sure. Egg TV. Is a chicken giving the weather? Oh man, this game has the best bosses in all of Sonic, which I know isn't saying much since Sonic bosses are pretty awful. This is great so far, though. They even did the Sega title screen. I can reach him. Whoa. Oh, I see. This is maybe my chance to damage him if I get blown up directly into his head. 698 degrees. Oh, I see. He's a safe zone. That's awesome. Ah! Grab on! Nice. Looks like I can hit him when he's on the lower end of his bounce here. Better bosses and more bosses. TV has those scan lines. What is the cool bonus for? Flying battery returns. I like seeing him on the TV in the background. Ugh. This game is made with a lot of love. Does this game use any of the Michael Jackson tracks from Sonic 3? It was Launchpad Zone and I forget the ice level. wasn't sure if there's any like issues with that in his estate that would prevent those melodies from being remixed. Oh, I see. Your favorite zone? Look at all the like animation cycles when he's hanging from that. That's really nice. I want to see if he does the tapping his foot waiting on you. You played a Sonic game before? Oh wow, I did not deserve to survive any of that. You can make a really cheap gaming computer that can handle just about anything from an emulation perspective that you'd bother to emulate. You could probably build a gaming tower that can emulate Wii games for less than $300. Oh shit. It would last you a really long time too. No room for a tower. Thanks, buddy. Whoa. Oh, right. I'm not invincible because I did that. It's cool that they just added that as a mid-level feature. Let's go! Shit. How long is the speedrun for this game? How long to beat is like 5 hours. Also, what's the death penalty in this game? Game over, just you start back from the zone you were on if you run out of lives? I feel like that's still something that you don't want to do for nostalgia's sake, is bring back unnecessarily punishing game over states. Okay. Now I know. It's nice after they just introduce those things as being really dangerous. 50 minutes. That's impressive. Well, I don't think I would buy a Wii U just for Virtual Console. I feel like there's probably better ways to get to those games. Given that you're not going to see any new games for the Wii U. And if you find it like at a GameStop or somewhere where someone's just trying to sell it, like now's probably the best time to try to buy one. Sort of like how it's like $80 or more to get an original Xbox, but there was a minute where GameStop would sell you an original Xbox for like $5 just to get it out of their stock. Oh, that's an insta-kill. I guess because I got crushed, it doesn't... Okay, I understand. Because I would still be crushed even if I took the hit in rings. Let's see. Oh, that's cool. That's less cool. Go get one in Toys R Us. There you go. For sure. Even the Virtual Console on the original Wii is pretty robust. There's not too much that's on the Wii U that wasn't on the original Wii, just as I recall. Oh, I see. Clever. Whoops. And no HD Skyward Sword yet. I feel like Nintendo kind of has a... I don't think they would have ever used Virtual Console to release those. They'll probably do another re-release of most of those games. Any of their Wii U titles, I think they have a big incentive to put on the Switch at some point. This is a cool boss, too. I love the bosses in this. GBA games and Earthbound, yeah. Some of which you can get on a 3DS. 3DS Virtual Console is pretty well populated as well. Okay, I have to bounce off those. I'm gonna get crushed now that I know what the hell I'm supposed to do. Don't die! Hey, that was the dream right there, getting stuck at the bottom. Well, I guess as more and more trash builds up, you're higher and higher and can actually reach him. That's cool. Shut down all trash compactors on the detention level! Where could he be? Is there a limit to the number of times you can juggle that thing? There's no limit, just gives you more score. Alright, remix of a really great track. I really like the Act 2 remixes so far. It's gonna be tough to top, even with the classic Sonic track. Or do I get a high jump if I jump at the right time here? Probably. Or I could just, like, electricity myself up. Hey, if you're new to the channel, I'm Marstead. I'm trying to beat every awesome game ever made. I believe there's so many awesome games out there, it's impossible for any one person to play all of them, but that is, job security for me. If you'd like to see a list of all the games we've played on stream so far, oh, that's a cool mechanic going inside and outside. You can go to games.marstead.com. I've got YouTube VODs for every game we've ever played on stream. If you'd like to vote for the next awesome game, you can do so at vote.marstead.com. You're currently earning a stream currency that you can spend on voting for games. Wow, that was almost really bad. But if you're just hanging out and lurking, that's totally cool. This is a zero obligation channel. Welcome, it was good to have you. Sweet. Cool. Come on. The melody of this song is really good. Interestingly bad game. Subblock. You're not technically only required to do awesome games for Subblock. Some people have put bad games on there. Questionable games. If it's like an important bad game, then probably. Usually when I say awesome, important's definitely included. Did it inform the way that games were designed? Oh, I see, I could've gotten that. Whoa! There we go. It's a really cool mechanic. It's a bad Brazilian game on Steam. There's a lot of trash on Steam, isn't there? Excuse me. Lots of shovelware. We don't really have a platform that offers like a Nintendo seal of quality. Guess nothing can be bad as a mobile app store. It's about as bad as it gets. This game has a pretty good idea for the plot, almost universally awful execution. Oh, it's by Sierra. Huh. What is it, or what kind of game is it? Oh, Phasmagoria 2. So what's the sell for it? Whoa. Oh, that's cool. Now I have to turn the corners sharply. Now you see me, now you don't. Something something Tokyo. Fast and the Furious. It's not how that song actually goes, but that's how Andrea thinks it goes, and she sings it every time she like takes a corner too fast. Oh, that's cool. I like the 3D effect on that. Awesome. These stages just get better and better. They almost shouldn't have included the blue sphere thing. Maybe as like a bonus on the menu. How many opportunities do I have to get a Chaos Emerald in every stage? Do one of these levels? I probably have to do them all in one playthrough to be able to get enough Chaos Emeralds for the true ending, right? Mach 3. Little orbs continue to do stuff once you hit Mach 3. Now I'm just going too fast. Too fast. Too furious. Probably a shortcut I can take somewhere around here to jump across Mario Kart style. Like right here. Get it? Yeah! Psychological horror adventure game. Awful acting. Embarrassingly easy puzzles to moon logic. Yeah, right on. That could be a really good fit for Subblock. Be down to check it out. But you don't get a chance to go back to the levels and get the emeralds, so that means if you, like, screw one of those bonus stages up, you've lost one of your chances to get them, right? Okay. That's not a deal breaker for me. We've done a couple games with it. Just the rule of don't focus on it, we'll be fine. Hey, the energy to projectiles is pretty great. I see. This is a pretty good remix of this track. I do like this melody a lot. It's got the 007 chord progression too. Shows up in a lot of stuff. It's almost as common in music as the like Pachelbel's canon 4-chord progression. Oh shit. It's a good mechanic. Oh, Blue Spheres does give you something? I thought it was just 25 rings. I like doing it, I'm pretty good at it. Thank you, Claw. What does the blue ring upgrade do? Oh, 25 rings to get in. Oh, my bad. Oh, longest journey? Whoops, I understand. Come on. Maybe I don't understand. I think I'm pressing it slightly too early. There we go. I think I was just pressing it too early. I was able to do this really easily when it was left to right, but now that it's right to left, suddenly my brain's not working with it for some reason. Oh, I pressed the direction I want to go in. That would explain it. Wow, that's like the frickin', that's like the goddamn barrel from Sonic 3. I thought I had to, like, release at a certain point in his spin to go in a direction. Okay. Oh, that's cool. And you're on the top of it and you float on them. Yeah, I was doing plenty of blue spheres earlier, but I thought it didn't give you a reward, so I stopped. Played plenty of Sonic 3. So they get you, like, little unlocks and stuff for doing that. That goddamn barrel, man. Oh my god. I did not know how... So if you guys don't know about this, was it Casino Night Stage in Carnival Night Zone, something like that? Sonic 3, there's a barrel. And what you're supposed to do is when you stand on the barrel, you're supposed to press up and down on the D-pad, which you almost never press up on the D-pad in a Sonic game. But anyway, if you press up and down, you can make the barrel move up and down. And I didn't know that as a kid, and I ran into a lot of other people that had this same problem. I thought that you're just supposed to jump on the barrel, because jumping on it confers a very slight amount of momentum to it. The number of times I actually ran out of time in those levels trying to jump on the barrel over and over to get it to go up, because you can eventually beat it by just jumping at the right time over and over and getting the right amount of momentum transfer. It's just really hard, and it takes like 7 minutes, which maybe should be your tell, hey, this isn't how you're supposed to do this. It's a Sonic game, it's supposed to be fast. But like, the correct way to convey something like that is probably to have an up arrow on the barrel or something that forces you to press up when you get on there. Oh, shoot. I don't want to die again like I did last time. How do I not die there? I'm puzzled. Yeah, jumping works the other 5 times you run into the barrel. Exactly. It's just there's one particular barrel that takes minutes to complete. What else is going to be in Mania Plus? Is it like a sequel, or is it the same game with new stuff? We're at time. I'm gonna do one more attempt at the stage since this is Act 2, just to try to save our progress. And maybe debit Isaac's time for next subblock. You gotta press the other key? Okay. I think that's the problem, I keep changing the direction I'm holding. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Thank you. It's a little counterintuitive, but... New characters, level design, and difficulty. Oh, if it's DLC, then yeah, I'll probably pick it up. Do you want to keep this on your subblock, Isaac? So just keep holding the button I was already holding. Okay, yeah, I kept changing it. Oh, I should have slowed down there and gotten those upgrades. He might want to sub for himself, Darkstar. Jump. Alright, let's try to wrap up this boss. Whoa! That's great. Doesn't actually do damage to it. Oh, I have to hit it into the spikes? Mechanics in a Sonic boss fight? What? Actual interesting shit that I have to do? Oh shit, let me not launch myself into the spikes. That's great. Okay, he's got like a temporary invincibility window where I can't keep bouncing in, it looks like. Shit. This is a really cool boss fight. It might be my favorite in the game so far, and they've all been really good. I think I need the spinny thing to be able to do it successfully. A Robotnik in the bottom of the spider, that's awesome. Ugh. I don't think I actually hurt him there. He just barely didn't bounce into the spikes. And those iframes keep getting me in trouble. Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. Cool design. I feel like Tails is kind of getting me in trouble here too. I don't need this many things. There we go. It's the bottom part of the spider that takes the damage, right? My one ring? No! Okay. Wrong side. Hey, first try. The One Ring is the real MVP. Thanks, Yahan. I was struggling with his iframes. So he doesn't flash during them. Yeah, I agree this name.
We've got this, Marstead.
Level. Cool. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I'll give you guys a heads up on what's coming up for the rest of the week here. Give me a sec to close out. And by rest of the week, I mean next week. It is Friday.